The new identity crisis for law firms isn't philosophical, it's digital. A recent survey by CloudGate AI of 1,000 CIOs and CISOs reveals a concerning trend. Over 60% of enterprise SaaS and AI applications lack governance. That's not just an IT oversight, it's a legal risk waiting to be exploited. This revelation demonstrates that most organizations are losing track of who has access to what, when, and why. The result? Excessive permissions, orphaned accounts, and unsanctioned artificial intelligence tools operating in the shadows, all of which create a minefield of regulatory and litigation exposure. Here's some of the most shocking findings. Nearly half of former employees still have access to internal systems. 1 in 2 users has more access than they need. Just 15% of companies have implemented just-in-time (JIT) access, and only 5% follow an accurate least privilege model, despite the well-known benefits. When identity management fails, the consequences ripple far beyond the IT department. In a data breach litigation, discovery will quickly reveal whether appropriate controls were in place. Regulators will ask why terminated employees were still able to download sensitive data. Opposing counsel will scrutinize whether an unsanctioned AI integration accessed privileged or confidential information. If your clients operate in regulated sectors, such as finance, healthcare, legal, or government, unmonitored access to systems and data poses a compliance nightmare. Identity governance failures can lead to multiple problems, such as violations of HIPAA, the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, GLBA, and GDPR, breach of contract or fiduciary duties, evidence of negligence in cybersecurity litigation, and erosion of attorney-client privilege through careless AI adoption. The most alarming part? The risk is already widespread, and most organizations don't realize how exposed they are until it's too late. Law firms must examine their internal identity and access management practices. Given the sensitivity of their data, firms cannot afford to rely on outdated or informal controls. With increasing regulatory scrutiny and the rise of insider threats, it's critical for firms to proactively secure who has access to what and when. Here are 5 key areas where firms should focus their efforts. 1. Automate access controls. Modern identity governance solutions can automate provisioning, deprovisioning, and access reviews in real time. 2. Enforce least privilege and JIT access. Implementing time-limited or contextual permissions reduces both human error and the attack surface. 3. Audit internal policies and documentation. Review onboarding, offboarding, and access review procedures for consistency and legal defensibility. 4. Update contracts and vendor agreements. Ensure third-party agreements include access controls, monitoring obligations, and breach notification clauses. And 5. Encourage legal IT collaboration. Legal and IT leaders must collaborate on risk assessments, breach response plans, and governance structures. Unchecked access and shadow IT are symptoms of a deeper governance issue. And in today's AI-enabled business world, they're also liabilities. When breaches occur, the questions are not all technical. Who had access? Why didn't access get revoked? Was sensitive data protected by policy or exposed by oversight? These are legal questions. And in many cases, courts and regulators will not be sympathetic to "we didn't know." Organizations have long viewed identity management as an IT administrator's responsibility. But as AI tools proliferate and compliance burdens grow, identity governance must become a legal priority. For law firms, this is an opportunity to step in proactively. Understand that effective identity and access management is not just good hygiene. It's a vital risk management strategy. Law firms must treat excessive permissions and orphaned accounts as material threats, not mere technical glitches.